All right, everyone. Can we talk about pride as one of the seven deadly sins on this beautiful night of the full moon? I think it's so important that we talk about pride, and I think I'm one of the people with a Leo Mars and a mother, with a Virgo Leo sun and a Leo rising father with a Ophiuchus Vedic or Sagittarius Sun, Leo Moon. I can talk about pride being one of the seven deadly sins. Let's get into it. So I'm going to put the definition of pride somewhere right here, which should say something around the feeling of deep pleasure from one's own achievements. Okay? So it's pretty much self-love. Yeah. So it's not all bad, right? It's not bad necessarily to be prideful. This is one of Leo, the king, queen of the jungle, the queen, king of the zodiac's energies. They are prideful. A lion's pride, okay? They're very royal. They're very regal. They exemplify royalty. And it's usually based off of their achievements. And they love to be boasted. What is a Leo's number one love language? I would say it's words of affirmation. Like, oh, you're so great. Oh my God, you're so this. You're so... Just boasting their energy up with words, right? When does that go sour, though? Let's talk about that. Because although it can be so good, like words of affirmation is one of the five love languages, right? Leo also rules the heart and the cardiovascular system in the body. So literally the heart that pumps blood throughout the entire body keeps us going, right? Our heart centers. So in this heart center, in this place of the body, in this place of the mentality of us human beings, we have pride. And although it can be amazing, absolutely beautiful, and some people need more pride, some people need less pride, right? Like Pisces, for example, is very, what's that word? Modest. They don't like to, like, oh, I'm not that good. Oh, no, I'm not that. Like they can't really talk themselves up. It keeps them modest. Modesty is actually really good. You got to have a balance, but too much modesty can also be, yucky, because you're not honoring yourself properly. You're allowing yourself to be a doormat, right? So when it comes to modesty and pride, we have to have that even scale balance that's keeping us balanced and intact. A little more light here. As Leo does rule over what planet? Oh, it's not a planet, it's a luminary, the sun. That big ass fucking energy that's putting us all through the ringer right now. Yeah, that's Leo. All these solar flares, that's Leo. Getting put to the test, okay? So, 5 love languages. We have words of affirmation, physical touch, acts of service. Hold on. Oh, physical touch and gifts. Okay. So, I would say more Leo people are probably words of affirmation people, maybe acts of service people, and also gifts. But it can change. And also, usually, just to note, the way that you like to receive love is usually the ways that you like to give love. Usually the ways you like to give love is also the ways you like to receive love, and those can change over time. So when it comes to pride, what is harmful about pride? Pride can be harmful when we are using that as a siphoning tool to fuel our energies. Meaning, we only do things to be recognized. We only do things, or we boast about ourselves. We're constantly talking about the goodness we do. Okay, and This Leo energy is so distorted in the planet right now with narcissism, with celebrities, with guru culture. The sun is going ham right now because the light has been absolutely manipulated in the wrong ways. So how I see it personally is some people are needing to talk themselves up that have been like very modest and kind of shit on, while others that have been receiving all the praise, all the money, all the glorification, all the worship, they need to sit their asses down because their pride is just too much, and they're not actually doing anything good for the world. They're not doing anything besides promoting artificial agendas. It is an artificial type of fuel when you have to consistently convince people that you're doing good, or you're only doing good for performance, which is something highly on the microscope right now with the light, with the sun, with the limelight. Who is actually embodying the light versus who is only performing it based off of what they see and watch because they want this attention, they want this admiration, they want what other people have. It's a very narcissistic infection that is purging, draining off this planet right now. It has to do with celebrity culture. You know, we have a lot of people here that have made a lot of money, taken from a lot of people, siphoned from a lot of people, convinced people in their minds that they're not good enough. That's a form of harvesting. Also, convincing people that they need plastic surgeries or other things. Another thing with Leo and other fire signs is vanity. So the physical shell of something, promoting that versus promoting the actual goodness of one's heart. Okay, so I've been talking about the heart a lot as a very feline, Lyran-centered being. It's all about the truth of the heart of the matter of this world and all humanity on it. All beings on it. We have a living heart. We have a heart space. We have a heart chakra. Okay? It is Anahata. The chakra name for the heart is Anahata, I believe. We need to get it correct. We're not going to be able to do this performance of heart-based intelligence anymore. Like, oh, I love you so much. Thank you for selling out my show when I did absolutely nothing. And I perhaps even siphoned some people to make this happen and to put it on. Not going to happen anymore. These prideful, overly prideful gatherings, overly prideful institutions, overly prideful agendas are not going to fly anymore. Another thing about Leo rules over the 5th house, which is the house of children, the inner child. So this full moon is very big for the children right now. And you imagine a Leo with their kid. Have you ever met a Leo with their kid? Meet my mother. Yeah. They'll tear it up. They'll tear any and everyone up when it comes to their child. And that's the beautiful thing about Leo. Look at a lion with their cubs. Look at these animals that are acting out, these cats that are acting out lately. And who knows if they have cubs around to protect? Who knows if, who knows what they're protecting? Felines are very territorial at the end of the day. So I might bring this talk in some more because pride is heavily on the scope with all the plastic surgery and BS we have. Everyone wants to be a TikTok star. Stop putting your kids online. We have apps that literally undress these children. And we have sick fucks out here on the internet. Stop trying to be TikTok famous off your kid. It's disgusting. All of this is getting bleeded out, okay, for a reason. And I'm here to be a huge voice for this, as I have a Leo Mars, like I said, a Leo Virgo cusp with a Leo rising mother. And my father is a Sagittarius. My birth father is a Sagittarius with a Leo moon. And I myself have been through so much abuse as a child. My childhood was it was great in certain parts, but it was fucking corrupt as shit. And I will fight for every child to not have what I had as a child. We should all be fighting for the children of this world today to be having the absolute best, safest, most successful lives that they can. And that is my one of my purposes on this planet, and I'm not going to leave this planet without leaving my mark with that. If you have questions about pride being a sin, go ahead and put it in the comments. We'll chat about it.